That's what you have to do. It's 6 minutes before 9 o'clock. Welcome back to Great Days. You can see things a little loose around here as they normally are, and even more loose when Rebel Snodgrass comes from our friends over at All American Exteriors. And you were doing something. We're talking about something that, to be honest with you, we never heard of. A complete house makeover.
A complete house makeover. I got a couple pictures here I brought of it's the same house, a couple angles. We did quite a bit of carpentry work to it. Took the porch and built some columns, stone columns, and cedar over the top.
Now, how did this process get started? Did somebody come over and first say, "Hey, we want to put a new porch on this place"? And so okay, we'll do a new porch. And he said, "You know, your siding looks like it'd do a little work. Yeah, let's take a look and maybe we can
It started with the roof.
The roof.
The roof was in really bad shape, and I showed them my stone-coated roof. They really loved it. The siding was in bad shape as well. That's a before there, and you can see the chimney chase goes all the way to the top. And that was no longer necessary. They had put in a vented chimney that goes out the side, one of the newer ones. And so on the after, we deleted that out.
You got rid of the chimney?
We got rid of that chase and cut it down. See,
hey, let me ask you this. How's Santa Claus supposed to get in there?
Well, you know, he got in my house and I never had a chimney, so I'm pretty sure they're safe. They're safe.
Well
yes.
taken.
Yes.
That's the same house.
That's the same house. You can see there how we took all the railing out and we just brought it into the current time frame as opposed to the 90s when it was built.
Can we go back, Eric, real quick? Can we go back? Look at there it is. Wow.
I like the porch too.
Yeah, it makes it more inviting, and like I said, it just brings it into current. It looks like it's just built. And our goal is always
What'd you do to the bushes?
We got rid of the ones in the front. So you can see we did the cultured stone. We did the polymer siding that we offer that's insulated as well, and then that's a stone-coated steel roof. And the nice thing about that is, you know, a lot of times people say, well, I don't know if I want the steel, you know, and it's like, you can't tell. I've had people holding the piece of stone-coated steel roofing, and I've literally told them, well, you know, your neighbor has it. And they're like, yeah, but that's not steel. And I'm like, yeah, it's what you're holding. You know, so you really can't tell it there.
Now, what is the maintenance on that project there after you got done doing the roof and the siding and the stone?
Very little. A lot of people like to sell no maintenance. I'm a carpenter. I'm telling you, there's always maintenance. You know, there just is. There's no getting out of it. You got to do the honeydew, you know. And I know last time I was in here, my wife got on me. She's like, I don't make you wash the house.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it on my own. But you know, you need to wash it. Sure, you hose it down and you should do an annual inspection of your home. You should check around your windows, and if there's caulk there, you want to make sure that it's not cracked and letting water in, and you know, you need to be aware of those things. And it's something that our fathers used to teach us, and you know, we carried it on as the man of the house, and it's something that's been lost, you know, with everybody going to work at corporate and factories, and you know, it's just something that's been lost in our culture today. And so that is a low maintenance, 50 years. And the warranties on that, everything you see there is actually transferable, no transfer fees. Wow. I mean, we're talking about a true 50-year. Now that's the front of the house when you pulled in. Mm-hmm. Let's see that after.
When was it built?
That was
80s?
Yeah, it was built in the I think 88.
Okay.
I think is when it was built.
That looks like a new house.
Yeah, it looks very nice.
It looks like a brand new house, and you know, it's just something that if you're wanting to move, you're wanting to update, you don't have to. You know, you can stay home and renovate.
Right.
And you can see there we actually put shake in the dormer there, that face out, that gable. You can see we put shake in that entire area, and then we also took and built the columns on the porch, and then you can see they put all new lighting up, and that's something you don't have to do, and a lot of people think they're not going to do it, but then when they see how fresh and new everything looks, then they want to go ahead and do it.
Now that had to increase the value of that house.
Oh my, yeah, substantially. Yeah. Substantially. I'm not a realtor, so I really couldn't tell you how much, but I can tell you, like on the roofing alone, well, I can tell you statistically, you're looking at 87 cents on the dollar resale. Let's say the house was in good shape and you've done that, you're looking at receiving 87 cents back if you had me do that and sold later that same month. And that's statistics from the National Home Builders Association and Remodelers Council. So, I mean, that is an accurate, in this market, the Des Moines market, you're looking at getting about 86, 87 cents back.
That's a heck of a return, yeah.
Yeah, and that's just, and so it's a good place to park your money, because 3 years from now, as inflation goes, now you're looking at making a profit. And that's assuming that we're not fixing problems, which we always are. So if you look at how they're going to, that roof, they would have had to devalue the property. The siding had some bad spots that would have devalued. So when you factor all that in, it definitely will you'll get your money back relatively quickly on resale. So it's a good place to park your money.
Really quickly, we're quite often talking about storm damage, things like that. Did we have any issues yesterday with that terrible heat that was going on that we'd have to worry about around our homes, or people doing construction around our homes?
Doing it is everything slows down. I absolutely hate it. I mean, I put extra guys out there with whips, and I'm like, go. No, I'm kidding, but they, it does. It just slows down.
Okay.
I mean, I had a project that I stopped by to check on yesterday, and I was disappointed in the progress, but. When you're looking at that kind of heat and the percentage of humidity, I mean, you can't drink enough water and Gatorade to stay hydrated, so it just slows your way down.
Gotcha.
All right, we saw how to get a hold of you. That's probably the easiest way, is what we just saw up on the screen here. Rebel All-American, the number 4u.com, or they can pick up the phone, they can call you, right?
Right, 515-255-4872. And I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. We'll be right back. It's 1 minute past 9 o'clock. You're watching Great Day Live on KCWI.